Did you know that health isn't just about your body? The World Health Organization says it's not only physical well-being but also mental and social well-being. It's not just staying illness-free, it's about being active, energetic, and flourishing in every part of life. In this video, we'll explore a universal topic that goes beyond illness, health, which impacts us all, no matter our age, gender, or nationality. Now, what is health and why it is so important? As stated earlier, according to WHO, health is not only the absence of disease or illness. It is a state of an active and energetic condition of human beings. Well, when people are healthy, they tend to be more efficient at work, which in turn boosts productivity. And you know what that means? It brings about economic prosperity. There are many factors that can influence our health, both positively and negatively. The food we consume has a profound impact on our health. A balanced diet is like fuel for our bodies. Sometimes, our genes can predispose us to certain health conditions. It's essential to understand our genetic history. Mental health is equally important. High levels of stress and anxiety can take a toll on our well-being. Infectious diseases can spread rapidly and affect many people. Understanding how infections work is crucial. Hygiene practices can greatly impact our health. It's more than just washing hands, it's about the entire food chain. Exercise is like a magic potion for good health. It keeps our bodies fit and functional. To maintain good health, each one of us should strive to include a healthy and balanced diet in our daily lives, maintain personal hygiene, and engage in regular exercise and other physical activities. Moreover, being aware of different types of diseases and their effects is crucial. Let's quickly solve a question to revise what we have learned. Which of the following does not affect health? The correct answer is D. Health insurance. Moving on to the concept of diseases now. What are diseases? Diseases are abnormalities that affect healthy living organisms, and they can be classified into two broad categories: infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are often called contagious or communicable diseases because they can easily be transmitted from one person to another. Think of them as unwanted guests trying to hitch a ride on your body. Some examples of infectious diseases include the common cold, tuberculosis, flu, ringworm, and malaria. On the other hand, non-infectious diseases cannot be transmitted from person to person. They can result from genetic disorders, unhealthy diets, lack of physical activity, excessive use of substances like tobacco, drugs, or alcohol, and even environmental factors. Non-infectious diseases are often referred to as non-communicable diseases. These are the health issues that we have a lot of control over. What you choose to eat, how active you are, and whether or not you smoke or drink heavily can all play a role in whether you develop non-infectious diseases. Now, let's dive deeper into the types of diseases. The human body can suffer from various diseases, which can be attributed to genetic defects, infections, or an unhealthy lifestyle. Let's break it down further. Congenital diseases. These are genetic defects that are present from birth. They can occur due to gene mutations, chromosomal aberrations, or environmental factors. For example, conditions like hemophilia, color blindness, Down syndrome, Turner's syndrome, etc., fall into this category. Acquired diseases. These are diseases acquired during a lifetime. They can be further divided into infectious or communicable diseases. These are the ones that can spread from one person to another. Think of how quickly a cold can go from one family member to the next. Non-communicable diseases. These diseases don't spread through infection but can result from lifestyle choices. Deficiency diseases. These occur due to a lack of essential nutrients, enzymes, or hormones. Anemia, kwashiorkor, beriberi, diabetes, and more fall under this category. Allergies. Some people have hypersensitivity to foreign substances like pollen, dust, or mites, which can lead to allergic reactions. Common infectious diseases in humans. Did you know that the disease-causing organisms are known as pathogens? Pathogens come in various forms, such as bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungi, and even worms. Now, there are many ways by which these pathogens can enter our body. For example, typhoid disease is caused by Salmonella bacteria, pneumonia by Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria, common cold by rhinoviruses, malaria is caused by the Plasmodium parasite, and amoebic dysentery is caused by the protozoan parasite Entamoeba histolytica. Let's now focus on one particular parasite, the Plasmodium, which is responsible for malaria. The life cycle of Plasmodium, malarial parasite. Imagine a world where a tiny mosquito holds the key to a deadly disease. Well, that's exactly what happens with malaria. Plasmodium makes its entrance into our body through the bite of female Anopheles mosquitoes. These mosquitoes act as tiny carriers of destruction. The infectious form of Plasmodium is called sporozoites, and they come from the mosquito's saliva when they bite you. Once inside, Plasmodium multiplies in our liver cells and then makes a sneak attack on our red blood cells, causing them to rupture. During this process, a toxic substance called hemozoin is released, causing further harm to our body. Now, here's where it gets even more intriguing. The parasite creates gametocytes in our blood, which then hitch a ride back to the mosquito when it bites us again. Within the mosquito's intestine, the macro and micro gametocytes undergo a complex process involving fertilization, transformation, and sporogenesis. This leads to the formation of new sporozoites. These new sporozoites migrate to the salivary gland of the mosquito, and when it bites another person, the cycle begins anew. This cycle is the reason why malaria can be so persistent and challenging to combat. But remember, Plasmodium needs both humans and female Anopheles mosquitoes to complete their life cycle. Understanding this cycle is crucial. Now, let's move on to another significant infectious disease, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. AIDS is a disease that has not only medical but also social and cultural implications. It has shaped public health policies and awareness campaigns worldwide. AIDS is caused by the HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. This virus is unique because it's a retrovirus with RNA as its genome. The virus produces viral DNA in the host with the help of an enzyme called reverse transcriptase. This viral DNA integrates into the host genome and produces multiple copies of the virus. HIV targets helper T cells, where it replicates and multiplies. This results in a marked decrease in the number of T lymphocytes. As a result, the infected person becomes immunodeficient, which means their immune system becomes weak and less effective. This weakening of the immune system makes AIDS patients highly vulnerable to various infections, including Mycobacterium, Toxoplasma, fungal, and other viral infections. For diagnosis, we use a widely known test called ELISA, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. This test helps identify the presence of HIV antibodies in the blood. AIDS can be transmitted through various means, including sexual intercourse, contaminated blood transfusion, using an infected syringe, or even from mother to fetus through the placenta. The National AIDS Control Organization, NACO, plays a vital role in raising awareness and preventing AIDS by educating people and promoting safe practices. Now let's learn about the disease cancer. Cancer is a word that can instill fear, but understanding it better can empower us. Cancer is caused by uncontrolled cell division, leading to the formation of tumors. Did you know that our body has a regulatory mechanism that usually prevents cells from dividing uncontrollably? Cancer occurs when this mechanism breaks down. Cancerous cells often lack a property called contact inhibition, which means they keep growing even when they should stop. There are two main types of tumors, benign and malignant. Benign tumors are like well-behaved guests. They stay in one place and don't invade other areas. Malignant tumors, on the other hand, have an invasive nature, causing damage to surrounding tissues. The term metastasis is used when cells from a malignant tumor break off and travel to distant sites, forming new tumors in various parts of the body. Cancer can result from DNA damage, genetic mutations, or the activation of proto-oncogenes present in normal cells under specific conditions. Carcinogens, which can cause cancer, include ionizing radiation, for example, X-rays, gamma rays, non-ionizing radiation, UV rays, chemical agents, for example, present in tobacco, and viral oncogenes from oncogenic viruses. For diagnosis, we use various techniques such as CT scans, MRI, X-rays, PET scans, histopathological studies, and molecular biology techniques to identify inherited susceptible genes. Antibodies against cancer antigens can also be used for diagnostic purposes, helping us identify the presence of cancer in the body. Interferon is a biological response modifier that activates the immune system to target and destroy tumors, acting as a superhero. So, students, in this video, we delved into the concept of health, exploring its meaning. Additionally, we took an in-depth look at various diseases such as malaria, AIDS, and cancer. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll discuss immunity, its types, and the immune system within the human body.